All right, here we go, guys, with another live commentary. This is episode something. I don't know the number, and we're here on Koth Harvest.
Red has a hyper-aggressive rollout onto the top of the point, but Blue got their combo up on top of their roof early, which is going to be good because it pushed off the Red Scout.
May went for a suicide rush against two unhealed classes. He was able to get afterburn on them, but they do manage to juggle their heals, keep them both alive. Alright.
Blue was taking a lot of damage there, but they spread out the heals well enough that they could survive for a while, but the healer just went down. This red pyro has no health, and they just jumped into a bullet.
It's a pretty good autogun spot right here.
Because it overlooks the point, mostly.
And it forces them behind this little barrel here. If they want to...
Yeah, but at the same time, that makes it easy for them to push into red if they get an Uber, but unfortunately that's not going to happen for them because of the red pyro coming in and cleaning up. This blue soldier is getting his work cut out for him because he's pinched in between several other people, and even though he was doing well, he was the last one alive in this series of mistakes that his team made. If Blue got a sniper, they would be able to easily take out the red autogun without too much of a problem. But we have this bullet wall here that makes it hard to get the bottom sight line, so they would have to do it from the top. We have this red Uber going through the blue team here, and it's not going to take out the blue medic, luckily.
Wow, and he drops back down.
It is because the blue heavy wasn't fighting, they were just spamming down a line.
They gotta pick their priorities right now. If they're gonna
if they're going to capture the points at all, they need to stick together and push forward into the enemy team and punish their extensions. But no, the Red Scout comes in behind them and takes out the blue medic. That's going to be very bad because now they're going to push into a sentry without healing, which is very, very hard.
I just noticed right now. I just noticed right now that they have Tiki Tots as healer instead of Tetriol, which he was healing in the previous games. So maybe a bad switch here. Could be him trying to leverage his host advantage, but right now he's not pulling his weight. Wow, runner does take him out.
Yeah, his reflexes aren't good enough, even though he has no lag. He would be better on a projectile class that needs to aim well. Like Soldier. We're going to see the red Uber come in here, and Tiki Tots is just going to run straight into it. He got taken out.
Really, the best thing that Blue can do is to accept your losses, and everyone just all retreat at the same time, making sure the medic is the furthest away, just so the flames don't hit him as much.
That Pyro Uber is absolutely devastating in a cramped map like this, especially with the air blast. Because the Pyro isn't in dead weight during Uber downtime because of the air blast is good at denying spam, and with the chokiness of that crate there, they can keep them off it, keep them from advancing. But finally the red Pyro goes down, and that's going to spell out a push for blue team.
They really have to keep their medic.
They all have low health right now, but they've staggered their damage so well that it got them the point. We have a red autogun setting up, and nobody is going to try to contest it. And the blue flank is down.
I think
but they have their Uber.
Yeah, Blue's finally going to get their first Uber of the game. Takes out one guy. We'll take out the autogun. And we'll see if we'll be able to take out their...
I thought that autogun was manually destroyed.
I think it was too. The red Pyro definitely has a knack for tagging in good hits, but without another like support in there, like it's really hard to get out alive.
We have this flank battle down here in the bottom with the red soldier almost dying, but they get away just in time. The blue medic is finally running away from the red pyro in time here, but they're still going to get chased down and pinchered a little. They get their Uber first, though, and they're going to Uber a Pyro in. Oh, that's some bitter taste your own medicine right there.
Yes, keep chasing the medic.
They chased the medic all the way back down to spawn, but they got killed first, which is very good, because now Blue's going to have an Uber advantage later, which is the perfect counter to the red engineer.
So they're actually really sticking together now. You saw right there that...
that air shot.
Nice. That was... Tiki Tatsi's really stepped up his dancing game, just even mid-match.
The useless soldier is trying to focus down the red medic, but his shots aren't registering properly. Sorry guys, this is a little too much chaos to break down.
Yeah, right there, I think what the medic and overweight should have done is just retreat past the bullet wall and accept that you're going to lose the point. Wait for the rest of your team to get in instead of...
Tetriol is overextending here, but I think they're going to get something to pick... No, they're not going to get something to pick off yet.
And that is the game. If you look at the points, it looks fairly even, except the supports on red team did a lot more than blue team. So what did you think about that? About Red's performance there? At the beginning, they really...
I think they weren't smart enough about Harvest, because Harvest is competitively, it's really a map about accepting your losses and retreating. A lot of people try to treat it like a deathmatch mosh pit with some spam, but it's actually a very zoning heavy map, and if you get screwed, you are screwed, so you really have to be very cautious if someone else is getting aggressive into you and you aren't secure.
It's interesting because KOTH Harvest also has a arena version, and I think the good players, they're good on the arena version because they know how to stay alive and just work on survivability rather than trying to cap the point as fast as possible.
That's something I noticed with KOTH Contra, is that people love it not because it's a necessarily good map, but because they're used to the arena version, and that basically forces them to perform well in terms of not taking damage. Arena Contra is a genius map because it encourages kiting so much, but on KOTH that just draws everything out and makes it too hard to punish people.
Yeah, for public games it's more fun because you're respawning rather than waiting and watching. It's just
yeah.
My take on that. And I mostly made it because I wanted to add the helicopter from Super C in.